Namaste, you are welcome to our virtual class run by NPABSAN Kaski. Dear students, today we are learning Social Studies class 9 and Unit 2, Lesson 4. Today we are learning about education under the infrastructure of development. In previous lesson, we learned about infrastructure, something that should exist or happen before starting something, that is called infrastructure. Three bases of development. Under the same topic, we are today learning about education. Education is the practice of gaining or imparting or receiving knowledge. Knowledge is to know something differently, genuinely, that is knowledge. And as we gain something new and then something practically, that is education. Education emboldens us and it provides us the skill or the idea, power of judging what is wrong, what is right. And education provides us the technique. It makes us self-dependent. And then as we learn the knowledge and it empowers us, it is the property, intellectual property. It should not be divided. If we gain it, then it makes us totally different than others, and then we can remove the superstitious belief in us and in our surrounding as well. And then it is about the education, practice of acquiring knowledge and formally, non-formally and informally. If we are receiving or imparting knowledge formally, going to the formal institutions like college, schools and universities, and then non-formally, if we are taking part in basic education system, a special education system, and then informally, if we are taking part in workshops, seminars, or if we are learning newspaper, and then increasing our power of reasoning, that is the informal way of gaining the education. Importance of education. Education makes us self-reliant. Education gives us the skill, and then education empowers to judge wrong and right, and then education makes us moral, rational, and then it makes our character good one, and then we can decide each and everything rationally, wisely. We need their education. Education in Nepal. If we study about the education, our education begin from Gurukul system of education. In ancient time, the interested and capable students used to go to rishis ashram or monasteries to get education. The system or the way of gaining education is Sanskrit there, and then they should not pay any fees for the guru or guru maharaj, and then they should care and respect and honor the rishi or munis there. Darbar school. During the period of anarchy, Janga Bahadur brought the education system. He established first a school, and then it is called Darbar School in 1910 BS. In this way, Chandra Shamsher established Trichandra College in the name of Tribhuvan and Chandra Shamsher. And during the premiership of Juddha Shamsher, SSC board was established to give the formal education system. And another Padma Kanya school constructed during the period of Padma Shamsher. And then before 2007, there was not the system of educating, and there was haphazard way of providing education. Then commonest people, they did not have the chance of acquiring knowledge formally, informally and non-formally. So After the advent of democracy in 2007, and new schools were established, and then public got the chance to get education going to a school or the formal institutions, and then to systematize the education and to develop curriculum and to train the teachers, and new education system plan was initiated during the period of King Mahendra. King Mahendra brought the new system of making the education or educating systematic. Then present situation of education in Nepal at this moment, and then our literacy rate male 75.1%, female 57.4%. Number of universities we have 11. Number of basic level school 85,441. Now number of secondary schools 23,464. That is about the data of the formal institutions and our condition of education or literacy. Problems of education in Nepal. Then Nepal is poor country and education of Nepal is traditional, and then our curriculum is traditional one, and then we do not have the child-centered education. We are targeting the education just for the our geography, our history, our nationality, but not in progressive way or for increasing production. Our curriculum does not address. And insufficient teaching materials, physical facilities, they are insufficient, and teachers are untrained here, and teaching materials are not provided sufficiently to the schools. Another one is that our educating system is not equal. In our country, children are imparted education differently in the term of under the ground of their economic status. We have the schools of different grades here, and then according to their economic capacity, children are sent to school. Some go to Budanilakanta, some go to GBS, some go to the local institutional school, some go to the community-based schools. And then there is the variation of educating in Nepal, and improper distribution of schools. Schools have not been distributed equally in all geographical area, and then as we have already known that Nepal does not have the plain and smooth land. It has the terrain land or the geo difficulty we have. Then to meet the challenge of geo difficulty, the school's establishment distribution has not been made. So it is the major problem in the case of education. Lack of physical properties. In community-based based schools, they do not have the sufficient facility of drinking water, facility of toilets, facility of the buildings or the libraries, labs. These are lacking. And efforts made. Nepal government has been making many efforts to make the education that time suited, to make it modern and the efficient. And liberal education policy, it is the effort made by our country. It means that we have the national policy to open schools in private level. Means group and individual can open establish school that is the facility provided to people. Another one is special education to targeted communities, for disabled or for the women, for the children, for the adult. There is the provision of providing education differently. That is the efforts made by the government. Another okay, that is we have Nepal government has been changing the curriculum timely. And another one is Nepal government has made the provision of providing training to the teachers. And in this way, now I finished today's lesson. Today we learned about education. It is infrastructure of development, Vikasko Purvadhar. Education is needed to bring change in human. And then without education, development may not occur. And then education brings the newness, creativity, and then it changes moral aspects or the aspects of the one's character. So it is important. And Nepal now has the good data of the institutions, formal institution, and it has been made the efforts in bringing liberal education systems we learned today. And then we have so many problems in case of education. The curriculum is traditional, teaching method is traditional, and then physical properties in institutions, they are insufficient, and that is about the education, that is about the problems of education. And then now I am drawing your attention towards the homework. Why is education regarded as the most important infrastructure of development? Education is most important infrastructure of development because it changes people positively. It makes people cultured, it makes people disciplined, it makes people self-reliant. So it changes the people, it changes the society, it changes the whole country. So it is the most important infrastructure of development. Mention the problems and their solution of education in Nepal. Then I already told you that there is a problem in curriculum, there is a problem in teacher, there is a problem in book distribution, there is a problem in physical facilities of the schools, there is a problems of parents' education for sending their children to school, there is the problems in distribution of school equally in all geographical area. And then the solutions. Our curriculum should be technical one, and then our teaching methods should be child oriented, and then all facilities needed for the children should be made available in every school. These are to be written under the question given there. In this way, now I am terminating today's lesson. Thank you. Have a good day.